We had it first.
What do James Charles, Mikayla Nogueira, and Campbell's Soup all have in common? I'll give you just a second. They're all getting dragged across the internet right now, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. So if you're here for that, stay tuned.
Company employee is taking legal action against the food giant, and he's making some explosive allegations about one of its top executives.
So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. You may even be preparing your Thanksgiving dinner while you're watching this video, and you're probably going to be reaching for a can of something from Campbell's Soup. Well, I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and this video popped up from their VP, and I believe he's from the cybersecurity department, which is crazy that he said everything I'm going to share with you in this video. So let's jump into it.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat.
You have to be so bold to say something like this when a company as big as Campbell's employs you. Why would you want to throw something like that away? That's literally insane. Like, there's no way in his mind that he couldn't have known that he was being recorded. We literally live in the age of electronic devices that are the size of like a pin. But what's crazy is this is not the first time we've seen something like this. I believe Pepsi has had a situation like this. I know that there was definitely a situation with Kellogg's. I believe that's even still ongoing, where the CEO or somebody high up in the company said something crazy like this, basically downplaying the prices of their products and how they're for poor people. It's just really insane to me that these big ass companies like this are literally biting the hands that feed them.
I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor and Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters, based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant.
They couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Garza says he felt sick after the rant, deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job, calling the way the canned soup company handled it simply terrible.
They have a motto, like we treat you like family, here at Campbell's, come work for us, we treat our employees like family. That's not the case.
We did just receive a statement from Campbell's. It says, quote, "If accurate, the comments in the recording are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We are actively investigating this matter." We've also reached out directly to Martin Dailey.
Now, Campbell's, of course, came out and made a statement, and as of this video, they did end up firing that guy for making racist remarks and labeling food as for poor people. Campbell's then went on to say, "We are proud of the food that we make, the people that make it, and the high-quality ingredients we use to provide consumers with good food at a good value. The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they're patently absurd." I'm not even going to sit here and bullshit you. I'm not going to stop buying the Campbell's products. But what I will say is they are incredibly out of line for this, but I'm glad that they ended up making the right decision and firing this scuzzball. But of course, you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about this situation with Campbell's Soup down below.
I'm desperate.
So now I guess we need to talk about the man of the hour, James Charles. Now, you all know that he launched this brand Painted, which is weird for a gay man because that seems like the last thing that you would want to do is paint anyone. But just the other day, James Charles hopped on TikTok where he shared his experience with making this lip gloss for his brand Painted, and how he had this idea first, and how he is kind of upset that Mikayla Nogueira inadvertently took his idea.
You guys know I've been talking about the fact that we're launching painted lip balms for more than 2 years now. It's finally coming in the beginning of next year, and let me tell you, the shades, the flavors, the packaging, it is perfect. You guys are going to be obsessed.
Is that not literally what they all say? We've heard it from Mikayla, we've heard it from Jeffrey, we've heard it from Jacqueline, we've heard it from Laura, we've heard it from Manny, we've heard this for years. You're gonna be obsessed with this. This is gonna reinvent the wheel. It's gonna be great. You've never had anything like it.
However, my really good friend Mikayla Nogueira has her skincare brand POV, and she's launching lip balms right now. By the time that this video is out, they'll already be out, and I'm sure they're gonna be amazing.
You can just go ahead and put a pin right in this because we're gonna come back to the lip gloss and Mikayla in just a minute because she's having her own Jaclyn Hill moment, and it is actually crazy how she's handling it.
I've tried out POV a couple of times in my videos. I love the formula. However, one of the flavors that she is launching in her lip balms, we are also launching at Painted. And we have not talked about this. She's never seen it. I never told her my flavors. So when I saw it, of course, I was pissed. Not at her, because again, it's not her fault, just at the universe in general, because one, I worked really, really hard on the flavor and it's never been done before.
Now, who's wanting to take a bet that this has probably been done before and better than James Charles will do it? There's just a part of me that feels like this could be a concocted situation between Mikayla Nogueira and James Charles to get a little bit of drama going, because I honestly feel like this is a non-issue, although I do think that James Charles's ego is getting in the way because he couldn't have anybody thinking that Mikayla was on the same level as him because he thought of this first. He is the original beauty guru, makeup artist, creator of the rainbow.
And now it has, so she beat us to it, but also too because she beat us to it. And now, even though I was so excited about this super special flavor, when we launch it, I already know that all the comments are gonna say, oh my God, you stole it from Mikayla. No! I had it first, but she beat me to it.
You know, I literally wish on Thanksgiving that this was the problems that I was dealing with, somebody taking a flavor of a fucking lip gloss. This is the first world of the first world problems. This is stupid. I don't even understand why he had to make a video addressing this, because literally if he would have just waited, people would have made comments themselves and he would have got even more publicity. But instead he wanted to overshadow Mikayla when her brand was in fact launching.
He's launching lip balms right now. By the time that this video is out, they'll already be out.
And we're gonna get into all that drama in a minute, but do you see how this looks very bad and how James Charles is basically throwing Mikayla under the bus? That's my takeaway from it. And I say that because it poses a problem to the audience of the people that watch both of them, because that could have prevented some people from buying Mikayla's product and holding out for James Charles coming out for his. And I think that James Charles is that gritty and that grimy that he would think of something like that.
And fair game to her. I will be purchasing, I will be using it, and I'm sure they're going to be amazing. It is not her fault. At least it's nice to know that I have my finger on the pulse and know what people like and know what is trendy. The problem is other people also know too. This is definitely a wake-up call to me to get my shit together.
I feel like that's something you've been trying to do for years. I don't know if it's from lack of trying or you just being a liar.
And work faster, because there have been so many products that I wanted to launch that ended up not happening because of one little thing being the wrong color gray on the packaging, or the shade swatch not being 3D enough. Of course, you know, it means that our products are high quality, but then it also means that we miss out on really great opportunities to be first to market with shit like this. So, you know, every day is a new day and lesson as a brand owner. I'm trying my absolute best, but just know that when we launch our contour crayons or our painted lip balms, I don't want to see a single fucking comment saying we stole it from somebody. And you guys can clip this and screen record it, and when somebody does comment that, this is what you show them. We had it first.
And again, I don't think that there's gonna be literally anyone that's gonna have an issue with you and Mikayla having the same flavor on your brand. And even if they did, it would have just driven people to your business anyway, which I think you tried to just swindle Mikayla's sales, but you guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. But now let's talk about how Mikayla is actually having her own Jaclyn Hill moment.
Man, I do have to admit that these are the worst lip products to come out of 2025, and they are by none other than Mikayla Nogueira. Incredibly sticky and patchy and clumpy. And no matter how hard these people reviewing these lip products try to make the product look good, this is always the ending outcome of it.
So here's what's going on. There's a couple different things. There's issues with the alleged quality of these products because people are saying that they're very tacky and they're not applying correctly. I don't have them in front of me, and again, I don't wear makeup. So we're just gonna have to take people's words on it, and you're gonna have to form your own opinion. But Mikayla launched these back on November the 7th, and as of recording this video on November 26th, there was a TikTok that came across my feed today where someone showed that their order was placed on the 7th of November, and today it's just now showing as processed, and they still do not have their order. So the shipping issues and the alleged quality issues are very much giving us Jaclyn Hill. And over on TikTok, there are a ton of people asking Jeffree Star to review this. And you already know that if he does, he's gonna tear Mikayla apart.
And every single influencer that are reviewing these products puts it on, applies it, it looks like this, and then they cut and then they blend it out to make it look better. I'm sorry, but if I have to blend out a product significantly in order for it to look better, that is not a lip product I want to put on. You shouldn't have to work in a product in order for it to apply well to your lips.
And I'm not even gonna subject you guys to what Mikayla did to address this because it grossed me out so bad. There's just something about spit strings, but let me just tell you what she did. She applied this stuff to her lips and she was sitting there smacking them back and forth together, and she had so much spit that she had to clean off. It literally made me gag. I went to watch the video and I thought maybe I was gonna put it in this one for you guys to see, but I literally, it makes me have a visceral reaction. It's gross.
But also, what are these shades? Who are wearing these shades? Okay, because my complexion even, this shade would look ridiculous. It is a corpse shade. But also, I saw a review about this brown. Now, as you can see, the color of this brown looks green on deeper tones. I saw this brown on an even deeper complexion, and it straight up looked green. Come on, Mikayla, this is the best that you could do.
You guys make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions about all these different things down below. I hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving. And also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. I hope you guys all have an amazing holiday, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.